What's really fucking good, y'all? It's your boy Mill.
And your boy Pat.
Y'all tapped in right now to the most lit podcast that you're ever going to listen to on this side of the Mississippi on base soil. Make sure that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live like today. Hopefully everyone had a really great weekend out there. As always, my boy Pat, how you doing?
Good, my brother. Can't complain. Another day, another dollar. Let's get to it, my brother.
Finally in a Wi-Fi approved area where we tried to do the show on Friday in Tahoe. That shit was a little crazy, but I am glad we got through it. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. My boy Rockin' New Era, as always, first one in the building. That boy KK in the building sliding through today, talking this shit for his Raiders that got the win. He said the only Brock that matters is Brock Bowers right now on the Raiders. But I appreciate my boy actually sliding through. As everyone else is coming in right now, filing in, I know everyone is checking in their cars into the service, VIP service. So we'll let y'all go ahead and file in slowly. But while we are here, my boy Patrick, the 49ers took that L. And the 32-year drought continues in Minnesota. Sam Darnold having his revenge game with a crazy 97-yard nuke bomb to Justin Jefferson, setting the tone for the game. And the Niners fall victim and go ahead and get that 1-1 start to the season. We'll get into the sad news in a second after the game. But we want to talk about the game itself. So full disclosure, I was driving back from Lake Tahoe that morning, but I was able almost only to watch it via Red Zone. So I really was just kind of waiting to see when we was going to pop up on the screen, and that took a very long time in the morning. So as someone who watched the game, I'm sure, front to back, what did you see from your 49ers on Sunday, Pat?
Yeah, it just felt like too many mishaps at the wrong time. We were giving up. The offense wasn't really doing them no favors. They weren't extending drives and staying on the field, so it was kind of hard for the defense. But like the first half, they kind of stepped up, but then those mishaps and mislaps cost us pretty much touchdowns on every play. Sorensen calls a George Odom being covered with
Let's talk about it. Okay. So look, I watch on Red Zone. I see them lined up in the end zone. Bruh, the nigga had George Odom in slot man coverage press on the best wide receiver in the NFL, Justin Jefferson, and this nigga dropped a 97-yarder over George Odom and Tig Brown and just took it to the crib. Why the fuck would you put the free safety or strong safety at corner, bro?
Yeah, it didn't make no sense. And then it's just like, then y'all bench Odom after that. Like, that was his fault. Like, bro, wasn't nobody on the team finna do nothing about it.
What did you think was gonna happen, bro? Like, what the fuck?
I don't care who you lined him up right there, bro. He's gonna fly over. And you got to give Sam Darnold his credit because that was the dot, bro. It was a perfect throw on the money. He didn't have to break stride at all. So you got to give Sam his credit on that one. But he had too much time in the pocket, bro. He's sitting in the end zone real comfortable. Wasn't no panic about him. I feel like, man, maybe we need to start blitzing a little more, getting a little pressure, something, switching it up because we playing this. Like, he tries to be aggressive in certain spots, but then it's just like, even at the end of the game, Yodom, he comes in, and we're thinking Yodom was going to stay outside and have Demo slide inside, but he has Yodom playing inside, getting fried. And they walked right up the field, scored on us again, and put the game away. So it was like a couple of lapses in judgment. Kyle, he had his part where he come out to fucking start throwing 8 straight times instead of running the ball after fucking my man Jordan Mason did had 150 last week,
and also had 100 this week, averaging 5 yards per carry. But go ahead.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Don't touch the ball in the first 2 drives. So it's like, I don't know what they be doing. Sometimes it'd be just lapse in judgment, but I don't know. Maybe the Minnesota curse is real. You know what I'm saying? But we came off a short week flying back east, shorter time zone. So,
It
excuses.
was a short week. Yep.
Excuses are excuses. So, you good. No, do you know what I'm saying?
Bruh. Is it real? Because I went on TV. I watched that shit back. I said that shit loud, bro. Like, yeah, the Vikings for sure for the lose this weekend. Like, bro, none of us saw this. None of us, bro. No one had this on their bingo card. We was gonna lose to Sam Darnold, bro.
Yeah, it was tough with no receivers either. That's what made it even worse. Like that man was out there with his second and third string receivers and second string tight end, like frying us. But
he was oh, go ahead, my man.
Move. Now I must say we on to the next one, man. It's tough loss, whatever, but it's just one of them weird ones that it shouldn't happen. But here we are.
Sam Darnold, 17 for 26, 268 on the day, 2 touchdowns. Did throw a pick to Fred Warner, who I believe was on your bingo card, 4 interceptions. Yeah. And then almost that Deebo sack almost did happen in the slot. Did you see the slot blitz on that one? Yeah, I was like, that boy was almost hit on both of them for the bingo play. For me, I had Tig and Mooney. Damn, they did not get that shit. How did you feel about that? Because after the game, of course, they asked Mooney Ward why he didn't. If he felt more comfortable being in man and playing man up versus Justin Jefferson and kind of following him all day. Do you think they should have took that approach with Justin Jefferson and just have Mooney cover him all day? Or
I mean, I hate when they ask players that. It's like he ain't calling the fucking defense. He do what he told out there.
This is true. So without that,
I didn't see the response, but
not about the response. But do you think it would have? We would have had a better day having Mooney following Justin Jefferson.
Not necessarily. I just don't think we should have put a safety on him. I would have been comfortable with Deebo lined up with him. I'm cool with that. They can switch it up, but him just putting safeties on him like that's not gonna work.
I was hoping there was gonna be some type of discretion, or I didn't know if the fans were gonna keep the same energy with Nick Sorensen, and he was properly getting cooked on the timeline. As if you were Steve Wilkes, who got a lot of the blame last year. Shout out Uncle Steve. It was really just like, bro, how the fuck did we lose to these niggas, bro? The defense still played pretty well. Fred Warner, bro, defense MVP.
Yeah, it's my sleeper pick. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, he's doing his thing. And
he's a fumble a week. Go ahead,
what a play that stuck out to me too on the first, I think it was after the first drive. Hargrave, he saved a touchdown on that screen pass, man. He ran him down from the goal line, saved the touchdown. I think it's either we held him to 3 or that's when we got the fumble, one of the two. But I just thought that was a dope ass play because he could have just gave up on the play on the screen, but he met him all the way down the field and did his thing. But it was some cool plays on defense. We just honestly we didn't get enough pressure from me, and
we have
the matchups. They were like, yeah, but it wasn't consistent like pressure. I felt like 2 of them was like he was about to scramble and we just chased him down at the back end. But
did you need to see more? Good job. Did you need to see more from Nick Bosa? Because look at the box score. He still had 5 tackles, 4 solo, 2 sacks. 2 tackles for loss, of course. I mean, do you think Bosa needs to be more dominant? Or and he's like 2 QB hits as well too.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say it's just Bosa, but just as a unit, we have to do a better job of making quarterbacks uncomfortable. It's Sam Darnold's back there picking us apart. What you think Mahomes is going to do? What you think, you know what I'm saying, all these other quarterbacks are going to do. So we have to be sharp when it comes to our pass rush as a unit and individually.
With the offensive side of the ball, your man's Brock Purdy on the stat sheet at 319 yards, 28 for 36, averaging 8.9 per throw, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Also had the fumble, which looked like an INT as well, and about 6 sacks. It looks like. Damn, on the day. Damn, that was a lot. I saw some footage. It looked like it was a little bit more of on Brock trying to make the decision. trying to find somebody that was open. As he said after the game to Brian Flores, the defensive scheme is crazy. That shit was wild, bro. I was like, Brock, you cannot be out here telling this nigga that his fucking defense had you shook. But he still threw for a lot of yards in the game, bro. I didn't really get to watch it play for play. What did you think Brock looked like in the game? Did he have a bad game, good game? Was it better than last week or just on the stat sheet?
No, I don't necessarily think it was better than last week. I feel like last week is a little bit more under control. This week it felt like he was not guessing, but you could tell he was like second guessing himself, because what I noticed from Brian Flores, they match up like it's man, but then once the play is live, it goes on. So like with all our motions, they got guys going with the motion man.
That makes sense.
But then once the ball gets snapped, it's zone. So I think that was throwing Purdy off a little bit. Yep. Not necessarily confusing them, but in real time, when you're expecting one thing and then you see another thing, it kind of, puts you a half second slower and a step behind the defense. So that's pretty much what I saw more than anything. I still feel like we had opportunities to win the game. But when you lose a turnover battle, you're going to get cooked every time. Or I don't even think we lost a turnover battle, but when you have 2 turnovers as a unit, it's just not good.
They had 3 fumbles and 1 INT. It looked like it was damn near even, because we had also that 1 INT with 3 fumbles as well. Yeah, down there even for the turnover. So we are now in this part of the year, bro, where it's like Brock is going to have to do a lot to try and earn this contract. Now that we got some guys injured, we'll get into that in a second, just for looking forward. But I want to catch up on the chat real quick as the homies have filed in. Kyle Kelly, 97 yards is insane. Going on Justin Jefferson's career highlights for sure. You see, he posted it on the gram too. That shit was crazy from the just a sideline view, and then just hearing the whole crowd go crazy. That shit was wild. Rocking New Era. I told y'all the Niners were going to lose. He did call out the L, the only one in the chat. Got to respect it. Shout out my boy. He did call that L. Jay LaFrey, our Vegas correspondent. Odom shouldn't have been on him at all, for sure.
Exactly.
Definitely. Also said, Tig Brown always takes the wrong angles too. Yeah, definitely has to work on his tackling. I thought he would be a little better in that area, or even just the pass-off play between him and Mooney Ward, when I don't know, I think it was like their tight end or something like that got loose in the end zone after he passed them off. And I think Mooney probably should have went with them, but he ended up pretty much staying with the guy that was Tig Brown was guarding, and that's how they got the wide open touchdown. They really out schemed us, bro. They did some really good scheming, I'm not gonna lie. Rockin' New Era says Pat got the Gucci sweater on. You got the Gucci sweater on?
Nah, the who cares? Man? It's the who cares.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be game. OV3 says the Niners defense helped keep the Niners in the game later on for sure. Fred Warner by himself was keeping us in the game, bro. Bro, let's take a moment to at least shine light on the positive that is Fred Warner Sr. fucking savage, holding it down. No Drake Greenlaw. Do you feel like Fred is just really taking it up another level this year?
Yeah, he's flying around the field. Like every tackle, he's trying to get the ball out. Like he's just locked in.
Violent tackles too at that. Like I'm talking about. Not the play where he caused the fumble, but that was that Madison was crazy. But it was another play he just came in. Bam, just flashing niggas, but Fred's playing out of his mind.
I think that's when Aaron Jones got knocked out the game with like a hip pointer or something. Fred smacked him.
He was
different.
Like a missile. 9 total tackles, 7 solo, 1 sack, 1 interception, 1 tackle for loss, and then 2 pass deflections as well too. Just to add that in there. Man, if we were undefeated right now, it would be Fred at the top, then T.J. Watt, then I don't know who else would be on that list outside of those two.
Hutchinson's in there.
Yeah, Aiden did get 5 of them things. Yeah, it would be probably Aiden as well too. And linebackers really do not get. It's really hard for linebacker to win defensive MVP Do you think Fred, if he keeps at this rate, do you think he could possibly bring that trophy home?
I mean, yeah, if he's like league leader in tackles, maybe fumbles, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of picks in there or like a touchdown or something, I think he for sure make a case.
Yeah, no, hopefully so. I'm not gonna lie, my boy Fred been playing at the next level. That might have to be the jersey I get, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fred been hooping, going crazy. Rock a New Era says, let's just go ahead and smack the Rams already. They got fucking cooked. Yeah, that was pretty nasty. And they lost Cooper Kupp. Hopefully, we should be able to get the win next week. Rock a New Era says, when Kyle should have gone for a field goal, he didn't. The man is always conservative, but for some reason, he was very aggressive on Sunday. Very interesting take right here. Do you think Kyle was a little bit more aggressive, more Dan Campbell-ish this weekend instead of bringing my man Jake Moody out there for them easy field goals?
I didn't really mind it. I felt like it was the right call. I mean, obviously it didn't go our way, but people always be on Kyle about not taking chances, so I liked it.
No problem. Jalen Fred says, Fred was playing with urgency because he knows next year isn't a guaranteed roster-wise for the Avengers. Yeah. We'll get into that. Speaking of the Avengers, Deebo Samuel leaving the game after we heard on Monday with calf soreness. So he will be out, not on IR, but is gone for at least the next probably like maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Ayuk, I saw was open on one play in the end zone. Brock did miss him. A lot of people still been talking shit about our boy BA after getting the contract signed. Do you think we'll be able to pretty much push through? I mean, Jordan Mason's still been killing it. I mean, so I feel so like we can have enough weapons with Juwan, with BA, with Kittle, who had a really good game as well too. Shout out to my fantasy team. Do you think they'll be able to be solid without Deebo and CMC at least for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think we'll be able to get it done. We still have enough weapons, but gotta play better football all the way around. Offense, defense, special teams, everybody.
Man,
gotta lock in. Gotta block punt. You know what I'm saying?
Our man Jacob Cowing, bro. The fumble.
Right. I forgot about that. We got that shit back, so I forgot. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, gotta tighten up.
Oh man, that's tough. Yes, Jalen Frey. Did y'all watch the Deebo/BA Bleacher Report video? I saw just like one clip before we came on, so I didn't get to really watch it yet. But I did want to talk about niggas was kind of roasting my nigga Deebo because they said we've been down this route before with Bay Area players getting in-season podcasts and how that turns out usually for us. Are you a fan of Deebo now having a podcast during the year?
I don't matter. It don't bother me at all. I mean, he literally did like a whole documentary.
Right, and nobody knew it. Yeah, and that shit was fire. It's out of my man on the receiver, Doc. Yeah, no, you're right. I feel like, I mean, bro, they have enough downtime to be able to give you 1 hour a fucking week at the most on a fucking podcast. So they all trying to work on their career after the game. I'm gonna definitely be tapped in because that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Deebo, but I'm not really tripping like that. Rockin' Air said, yeah, Fred is definitely playing MVP Cowboy defense right now. OB3 is intrigued to see how Deebo's podcast turns out for sure. Kev Stone, a little bit late to the party. Niggas late, but we here. Is Mill off the Purdy train already? So this is very funny as your mans did finally give Purdy some credit after beating the New York Jets, who I think now are kind of fraudulent after watching them play versus Tennessee. And I think I was holding my man up a little bit up too high of a standard. But he did have a good game versus the Jets. But should I just go ahead and just continue with my same energy from last year and we just end up going back to the Super Bowl? Or should I continue on the positive Purdy train for this season?
I can't tell you how to play your game, my brother. I fuck with Purdy. That wasn't his worst game. Definitely wasn't his best game.
Definitely wasn't his worst game.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't, it's gonna be ups and downs, man. He ain't gonna play perfect every week, but I don't know how you feel about that. That's for you to explain it to us, my brother. You let us know.
I mean, I'm not out on him yet. I don't think he's worth the M's, of course, but I did kind of get excited thinking of a future where if we do tank, we possibly get Shador Sanders on the 49ers and we just go ahead and continue that route. But I don't think we're going to suck that bad without the gang. But he's got some weeks to prove it right now. If he doesn't have CMC, no Deebo, I mean, the Rams, bro, you got to be able to beat the Rams. If you can't beat the Rams, bro, like, that's going to be a fucking problem for sure. But you're going to see, bro. It's really going to be a make or break a year for Purdy because if he falls off, I don't think they're going to pay him that money, bro. Kev says, I tried that shit with AD last year. He did ball out, and they still didn't win. So live your truth, kid.
That's
bro,
funny.
because of bullshit about Anthony Davis, bro. He was hooping on this last year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out to even the Olympics. Yeah, that's pretty much the game. 23-17. We got to just kind of just press on. So we will see exactly what happens next week as we will break down the Niners versus the Rams in LA. 49ers South or Levi South, as I should say. Yeah, so in one of my fantasy football leagues, right, if your quarterback gets a tackle, then you get automatic 100 points. And
what
Brock
the
Purdy,
fuck?
But sorry. Brock Purdy definitely was on the list for one tackle on the day, as well as Trent Williams and Aaron Banks were also on the tackle. What do you think? Oh, also the O-line. People was trying to roast the O-line and saying it was giving them time. I thought they still was blocking pretty well from what I seen on the tape, bro.
I mean, 6 sacks.
6 sacks is bad, but I feel like Brock was kind of just more holding on to the ball and not making the right decisions in time.
Not necessarily.
So you would put him more on the O-line?
I wouldn't say it's more. I feel like it's a combination of both. Shit, they didn't do their part. He didn't do his part. Shit. Also, Kyle didn't do his part. He could have got the ball out much faster. He's on third down and you running these deep ass routes, knowing Flores likes to blitz. So,
what about how do you feel about
the
how do you feel about the screen pass to Deebo that pretty much almost got that picked off?
That's what I'm saying. So that's on Purdy, but also, the O-line gotta help him there too. You letting him just stand there, shit, push his ass out the way.
Yeah, I didn't know not even one of they damn. We was talking shit. We didn't know none of the defensive line. Man, they had a field day though. Kev says we could get beat the rest of the season and we wouldn't draft Deion Sanders' son anyway. I don't know about that. Jalen Frey says Brock held onto the ball too long. And Rocket New Era says, I need more from IU. He's going to do all this holding out in the offseason. I need more. I mean, he was open, bro, in the end zone. The man couldn't give him the ball, bro. I feel like, bro, as a quarterback, you got to be able to find your top weapons, man. Like, if IU's on any other team, bro, he's getting the ball. So, what do you have? Still have 4 catches, 43 yards, 10 yards a catch. Probably would have had one touchdown and Brock hit him in the end zone. He still had 5 targets, so he's trying to find him out there, but it was really just Deebo and Kittle. Deebo had like 8 targets where he was going crazy. Fuck. Sure would help to have John Rick right now, wouldn't it? AKA White Boy Rick. We'll see, man. We will see. We're gonna definitely hold it down. Jalen Frey says, did you see that Niners stat line that the wide receivers average about 2.9 yards of separation, last in the league? Panthers wide receivers are average 3 yards. I've been seeing these stats, these advanced metrics coming up. Do you put any stock into the separation stats and getting separation on yards, or is this just fluff stats?
I mean, I don't really pay attention, but they do have to do a better job of getting open. A lot of their throws and catches are contested, so I mean, sure, there's something to it, but at the end of the day, if you're making contested catches, I really don't care about separation. Y'all just got to make the catches.
or make the better throw. I mean, shit, it's still a small window. Like, I mean, I know niggas is not. I know we used to seeing the Niners wide receivers wide the fuck open, but if there's even a little bit of separation, bro, like you gotta be able to hit them, throw that seed in there. But I hear y'all. Rockin' there says Ayuk was not separated. No. And it would definitely help to have CMC right about now. I don't know. I mean, yeah, CMC would definitely be lovely, but Jordan Mason's still holding it down, bro. 20 carries, 100 yards. Oh, Isaac Garindo. My man's missed that hole on the left side and never saw the game again. Do you think Kyle will go ahead and get my boy back in there for next week?
We'll see. He keep folks on a short leash. He ain't about to be out there wasting too many plays. It was obvious too, and he ran right into the back of his man. And it was like, damn. I mean, obviously, in real time, it's probably not that obvious, but from watching it on TV, it was just like, all right, bro.
Goodness. Banks and Trent, as we always talk about in the show, that left side is muddy, and you can just see Banks, you know what I'm saying, start to open up the hole to wave, and Trent is wiping bro out. He started on the right path, and he just tried to take it back inside just once. I'm like, bro, keep going to the left, bro. That was a little tough. I'm like, bro, that's one carry, Kyle. Like you gotta let your man get the feel for the game, bro. At least, damn, like that I could just see him he's chewing this nigga out about this play. You know how anal Kyle could be. Yes, Kyle's gonna bring back the cheetah, probably after seeing one run from Isaac Garindo, but I think we should keep with the rookie. I think he has big play capabilities, so hopefully he'll come back to him for sure. Anything else on the game you want to talk about?
Nah, just we got to do a better job of matching up on defense. That's it. Yodem, you on a short leash, so I'm ready for the rookie to hop in there. So let's tighten up.
Even after he had a pretty good game week 1.
Yeah, and then last week he just looked like he didn't belong on an NFL field. So
you're on the list, Isaac Yodem. You're on the list. We will be watching how that unfolds. But yes, we'll take it around the league real quick. As there was 10 games on in Sunday morning, which was pretty lit. Alvin Kamara, thank you for being on my fantasy team and being the savage that you are. You know what I'm saying? It was a sequence of Alvin Kamara going deep for like 50. CeeDee Lamb went deep for like 90 or whatever, 80. And then I had Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin made that long play too, all in like a 3-play consecutive row. It was going crazy at the house. What kind of stood out to you from the games on Sunday around the league?
Yeah, everybody I was playing against just decided to have a fucking crazy game.
Yeah, my boy starting off 0-2 in the league. Look good right now, bro.
I'm 0-2 in 2 of my leagues. That shit nasty. And then on Tone's league, I was this close to being 2-0. And then
was it the Drake London catch?
No, it was them calling Saquon down at the 1, and then Jalen Hurts pushing himself into the end zone.
He will do that. He will steal that touchdown from you as DeAndre Swift. Boy,
that was fucking. So then I had Bijan on the last drive. I'm like, all right, if he gets a check down, I should be good. But then Kirk Cousins was dealing that motherfucking ball. He wasn't doing no check down, and Bijan was just doing chip blocks, so it was over.
Yeah, I was getting upset with Bijan not getting the end zone. I need those touchdowns. I'm a big touchdown snob when it comes to fantasy, and if you're in that red zone, it's getting tough. Yes, Kev, shout out to us. Actually, shout out to me and Kev's team being 2-0. We have an epic matchup this week coming up. Cannot wait for that. But shout out to our commissioner, Gabe. If you're watching, I smoked you, brother. I smoked you. Shout out to AK. No, that shit was lit. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking shit all morning. Alvin Kamara had a fucking day. DC4, MVP.
Hey, he's hooping right now. He's on a trajectory, but we know how he gets.
Shout out to them dogs, for those State dogs, baby, bruh.
We also know the other side of Derek Carr, so
we do.
It's good right now, but
we know
we'll see. Check in with me in 8 weeks.
But he is feeling. He got a team. Everybody happy as shit. They had him and Cam Jordan on the sideline. That Cam Jordan went viral and shit. they're running. They got Kubiak, one of the Kubiak sons or whatever as their OC. So I saw that coming into the season. That's why I picked Alvin Kamara because they said he wanted to use him just like Christian McCaffrey. I mean, everyone fucking uses half the league is using the scheme now with Kyle or McVay's system. So it was definitely interesting to see that. Yes, thank you, Rockin' the Air, for pulling up this point. James Cook gave him no chance to compete this week. Then Marvin Harris Jr. Also
I had Cook thinking I was doing cool. I was doing something.
You had 28 to start off the game. Yeah, no, that's tough. I was hella mad too because I had James last year and they never gave it to this nigga in the red zone. And what they do this year, they get that nigga hella looks in the red zone. This year was fuck. So I respect that. I traded Marvin Harrison Jr. last week, y'all, for Chris Godwin, straight up, because Kyler Murray said that it was not his job to get his wide receiver the ball, and that spooked the fuck out of me. Chris Godwin is still I think he's the number one wide receiver right now in fantasy, but
I mean,
did I fuck up last week? He did. Did I fuck up and not trade? Put in the chat. Chris Godwin over Marvin Harrison Jr.
We'll see. I think it's still solid. I feel like he balled last week, you know what I'm saying? But we got to see consistently. But he looked good, so I ain't going to hold you.
I feel like this is why I feel like we should be able to beat the Rams too this week. Like, their DBs are trash. Like,
yeah,
terrible.
Their whole team is injured, bro. Like,
yeah. They started off like they was ascending and just fucking spiraled and like.
You know how I feel about Matt Stafford, so.
Yeah. And now he ain't got none of his weapons. It might get ugly on Sunday. Hopefully. Jalen Frey also brought up, is Nick Sorensen on a shorter leash than Steve Wilkes?
Of course not. You know how they do Steve Wilkes.
Yeah. But it's not like, I mean, they've had D'Amico Ryans in the past, who is a brother as well. But it just felt like Steve Wilkes was scapegoated out the gate. Like, niggas talking about he not on the sideline. Niggas was talking about he ain't got the right chemistry with the defense. He letting Kyle call the plays. Like, what was that last year, bro? Like, it had to just be.
Sure.
I don't think he was a yes man, like how all these other motherfuckers be yes man, and he probably was, you know what I'm saying, giving his opinion in the meetings, and Kyle took that shit another way, and I can see Nick Sorensen just being a fucking yes man, it's whatever type shit. So I don't know if he's gonna have the same they're gonna have the same energy for Nick Sorensen as they did Steve Wilkes, but we'll see. Kevson says we were not trying to admit the Minnesota curse, but Pat did admit on the show that we might be cursed out there in Minnesota. So
Kev just kept speaking it into existence. The whole anytime there's an incomplete cast, they're gonna curse. Like, nigga, you gonna keep this shit alive if don't nobody else. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. That is so funny. Yes, wasn't shocked the Niners lost, but was most shocked that the lost Oakland Raiders got that win in Baltimore versus Lamar. Clearly, Mad Max's kryptonite is Big Joe Alt because he was out there looking like a savage. I was going to put him in the defense MVP talk, but he got smoked the first week. But what did you think of that win for the Raiders? And their fans are really happy this week.
Yeah, we got to deal with this bullshit that had to deal with Raiders fans waking up Monday morning. I think the Niners falling off, blood. All of a sudden, y'all niggas get aware y'all ain't supposed to. Now we falling off. So, got to deal with that for another week. But it's a good win for them. Who do they play this week?
They play the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, okay. So the Raiders 2-1. Okay, I'll let us see it.
Who just dropped? I don't know, the Red Rifle. So the Red Rifle is undefeated versus the Raiders at 5-0. And funny. Your man just got the start, which is crazy that they went ahead and on his second game of the year went ahead and gave up on Bryce Young. Do you think Bryce Young is cooked?
Yeah, I think it might be over for dude. I ain't going. No. I ain't gonna. It's too early. But I think he's cooked long as he's staying in Carolina. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, I think that's finito. Carolina is over.
Like that situation, if he's stuck doing that, he's done for. But as a player, I think he could still dig himself out of that.
Hell yeah, I think so too. I think shitty organization, didn't have confidence. Bomani Jones has a new segment called Roll, and they had Bryce Young after the game asking him like what his mindset was like, and he was like on that God got me type shit. Like y'all said, I'm good with whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with the Lord. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, my boy looked broken. But I think he has to go to another team, bro. Like that's just not where it's at. But it's kind of funny because Daniel Jones got, I believe, 4 years and counting being asked at quarterback, and Bryce got 1 and 2 games. So that's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Rockin' says the Saints had a parade after beating the Cowboys. LMAO. Jalen Frey says the Red Rifle is gonna ball on the Raiders. Kev Stone also believing that Red Rifle is gonna make Carolina look good. I hope so because I have Deontay Johnson in one league and it is looking bad right now. So they are saying Raiders trap game for sure this week. That is funny. Your man's
the type of game they will lose.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll be ready. They almost won the week 1. I think they just have to. They're gonna have to really keep tapping in with Minshew and keep him locked in because he will try and give the game away. With your man's Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow had him on the ropes yet again, and they got bailed out by the fucking refs, even though it was PI. But it just so happens to always be in the most clutch times for the Chiefs, bro, getting a fucking win. How did you feel about that game and the Chiefs scraping it out with another fucking win?
I mean, Mahomes just know how to get wins, man. It's you leave a little slither of hope, he gonna take his motherfucking foot, kick the door in. So you gotta make sure you put him away. I like the way the Bengals look. They always start slow, so it kind of is what it is. But Chiefs, man, they're the champs for a reason.
Fuckers. Oh, that was close. Oh, this nigga Joe Burrow was hooping, bro. He was hooping, man. Oh, that's tough. Also, too, the last game last night was pretty good for Monday Night Football to end off the week. My man Drake London on the fantasy team helped me get the fucking win with that last touchdown and let the chopper off. The nigga let the chopper off on the Eagles, bro. This nigga Scott Van Pelt had him on the show after, and he like, bro, what did you do to get the penalty? And he lied. He was like, I don't know. I got lost in the moment. I don't know, but I won't do it next time. Then they showed the replay. Scott was doing the replay after, and he was like, oh, that's what he did. That's what he did.
He knew exactly what he did.
Bro, that shit was hella funny, bro. Bijan
right in front of the ref. He didn't even do it on the sideline or nothing. You crazy.
Let the chopper sang on the niggas. Yeah, let's go. What you think of that Monday night game and Captain Kirk pulled it out in the end, bro? The Eagles 1-1. That was good.
Atlanta gotta give them their respect. They are starting to come into their form. We're about to get a little worried. They would have started 0-2. Eagles still look good. If Saquon catches that pass, you know what I'm saying, it's game over. So it sucks that they lost. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, because it counts as a loss. But I'm not gonna hold that too much against them.
Yeah, I mean, I still have them on my power rankings. Just a little bit of foreshadowing. But they just let that show go right at the end. Yes, Jayla Frey, thank you. I bet you Bonte is gonna walk back his Purdy over Joe Burrow talk, bro. He was, bro, this nigga, bro, my nigga for life, bro. That's my mentor. Shout out my gang, bro. This nigga had the nerve to say that Joe Burrow, he's taking Brock Purdy over Joe Burrow, bro. Like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. I'm sorry.
But
Bonte,
I respect
you gotta walk it back. Walk it back. My boy Juice in the building says the Red Rifle is gonna look the same. Maybe 120 yards.
No, that's funny as hell. That team is fried. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they're just broken. But that nigga Bryce looked like he was about to cry on like literally during the game. Like
They got no offensive line. Then when he actually gets open throws, he be rushing them and all inaccurate because he's just off.
He's so used to fucking
exactly
in the pocket.
Because it's like you don't go from being an accurate thrower to this inaccurate. Like you feel me?
Bruh,
like it's just
it
gotta be in his head.
It's mental,
for sure.
bro. It's mental
for
sure. I'm like, damn. Yes, Jalen Frey. I'm 10 out of 10 taking Burrow over Purdy every year. Bro, he just beat this nigga last year in Levi's. Like, Bonte was at the game. He was tripping. He got caught up in that jet.
No, did you see all Mahomes stats? Like because he just turned 29. He already got 76. Yeah, 76 wins. No, 76 wins, 15 playoff wins, 4 Super Bowl appearances, 3 Super Bowl wins, and MVPs. Like that man's crazy. Ain't even 30 yet.
You're telling me he retires today? He is gold
first ballot for sure.
Gold jacket for sure, boy. Oh man, the nigga cold, bro. Damn. That interception was clean though. The one-handed one on Xavier Worthy.
Oh, that was nice.
That shit too.
Yeah.
That was cold, bro. The nigga said, all you gotta do is put your hands on that nigga. All you do is run straight. Yeah. That was crazy.
That was nasty.
Yeah. Juice says Purdy seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold. Man.
No, I think he was talking about Bryce.
Bryce, yes. Bryce is definitely seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold. Bro, them ghosts be in Carolina, bro. That's where you saw them ghosts at. Oh no, he was on the Jets when he said he saw them.
He was on the Jets, yeah.
That shit was crazy. Yeah. Shout out to man. He got the fucking win, bro. We was not supposed to lose to Sam Darnold, bro.
That boy was out there looking like a monster. But honestly, if you take away those 97 yards, he don't have that great of a game. But still.
Yeah. But it's whatever. Yeah, he has the highlight. Cameron's got to respect it. That's pretty much all the news around the league. We will now jump into the new power rankings for the week. As you guys know, we've started the new NFL power rankings for us on the show. Where we rank our 10 top teams in the NFL. My boy, if your list is ready, you may go first. I have my list as well.
All right. Number 10, starting with the Chargers. Thought they haven't really played no great opponents, but they 2-0, so gotta give them their respect. They sneak in at the bottom. Give them that. Number 9, I'm going with the Eagles. They for me, they could easily be
higher.
They could be higher. They could easily be 2-0, but they lost. Lions got
number 8.
Them at 8. They was obviously third. They got knocked off, so gotta drop them a little bit. Number 7, going with the Niners. You know what I'm saying? We took a tough loss. Could have maybe has a little higher, but I'm pissed off. So y'all set right now. Number 6, I'm going with the New Orleans Saints.
Right.
They had a good win versus the Cowboys, even though I don't think the Cowboys are that good. I've been saying that for a minute, so I feel like they got 2 whatever ass wins, but 2-0.
Even though the Cowboys beat the Browns defense.
You keep saying that. The Browns suck. Stop saying that. The Browns suck.
Defense is still good though. They won this week.
The Browns suck. I don't even know who they played. Who did they play?
Sure they won though. I don't know who they played, but I saw Deshaun Watson get a touchdown for sure.
They're 1-1, so maybe they did.
In the chat, do you think the Browns defense is real? Because I definitely.
Oh, they beat the Jaguars. Yeah, whatever.
Even rocking the era, Browns defense is good though.
Yeah, they was good last year for sure, but we'll see.
Who
else? Who I got?
7. You have the. I think you have the Lions. My bad.
No, 8 Lions, 7 Niners, 6 Saints.
Oh, okay. We had 7 on yours.
Yep. 6 Saints.
Okay.
5, I got the Texans. 4, I put the Vikings in there. Shit, they 2-0.
Ooh, the Vikings, Sam Darnold.
They 2-0. Gotta give them their credit.
I go respect it.
I had to. Number 3.
No, I mean, I got teams on this list too that probably would never be in the power rankings, but this is a new year, like I said.
Right. Hey, I'm just going exactly. Trying to give folks their credit. And then 3, I'm going with the Bucks. I feel like they got a really good win in the road at Detroit. I feel like that's probably maybe the best win of the season so far from any team. Like walking into a powerhouse like that and getting a win. So got to give the Bucs their credit. 2, going with the Buffalo Bills. I had them a lot lower last week, but
they jumped up your power rankings.
Yeah, I had the Miami Dolphins as a really high team, and they went to Miami and got a good win. And they defense played a lot better than I expected them to be this year. So I got to give the Bills, and obviously number one is the defending champs. There's no question about that right now.
Oh, they were supposed to be. Oh, they were supposed to lose. They were supposed to lose. Yeah.
I mean, for sure. That's what I'm like. As much as I don't think they'll be there at the end of the year, right now they are 2-0 versus a good 49ers team. And last week, I mean, they beat the Giants, but at the end of the day, they won. So gotta give them that credit.
Guys, Rocking New Era says gotta respect the Vikings right now.
Thanks.
Definitely. Juice says the Eagles are fool's gold. Easily can be 0-2. They can also be 2-0. But
Facts.
I hear you.
Facts.
I hear you. Okay. Yes, Rocking the Air Baker is definitely playing good right now. Shout out to my fantasy team. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin going crazy. So for my list, had to switch it up a little bit because I forgot to put the Lions on there, and you just made me remember them. So I have at number 10 the Eagles. At number 10, falling all the way down. They could have easily been higher on the list, but they took that L last night, so I got them lower than that. Number 9, I got the Lions. Still a really good dominant team, but they did take that L to the Bucs. I got them at 9. Steelers at number 8, 2-0, really dominant defense. Justin Fields has been doing solid, but he has been finding your man's George Pickens for the deep throws, and Najee Harris is nothing but 3 yards in a cloud of dust, but he gonna get a lot of carries though. God damn, bro, that nigga had like 24 carries and like 6 yards, some shit like that. That should be crazy, bro. But keep trucking Najee. So I got the Steelers at 8. I got the Cowboys at 7. They down the list a little bit, but I still like the team. As I know, I picked them last year to win the Super Bowl, which is crazy. But I still think they're a really good team, but got the doors blown off by the Saints. Number 6, I got the Buccaneers at number 6 with the Baker. Do like what they're doing offense and defensive wise. So I got them there at 6. Niners at 5. So I have them a little bit higher. Still respecting the squad, even though we put out a fucking dud this week. Still going to have them at least within the top 5 for now, just off roster alone. Bills coming in at number 4 for me. I got the Bills at number 4, not quite higher than you do, but I do respect Josh Allen a lot, and he is up there for me. I have the Saints with DC4 and Alvin Kamara at number 3 on the list, undefeated. They are going crazy right now. I'm hopefully trying to get Derek Carr off the waiver wires as we speak. Please let me go ahead and get your mans. And at number 2, I got the Texans at number 2. CJ Stroud looking like a savage. Played really well. I got way more respect for Nico Collins this year. I was not a believer last year, but man, he out there. He hit this nigga
off the touchdown. Hey, I was like, nah, fucking bro.
He going crazy.
Get your ass off me, Dick.
Oh, that shit was hella funny, bro. Yeah, and then Aziz on the sideline, like he in prison, nigga. That nigga, you see Aziz?
He swung on cuz.
Swung on the nigga, and then he look at everybody over there. Like, nigga, anybody can get it right now, bro. Oh, that shit was hella funny, bro. Aziz was turned up, and then of course, number 1.
Fuck nigga.
Y'all know who number 1 is, damn it. I don't even have to say it. Them niggas might lose next week, hopefully. But that's my list for the power rankings for this week. Jalen Frey, let us know what y'all think about the rankings as well. Oh, see, I wanted to do it, but I got to give them one more week, Juice. Raiders top 10, Pat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, my shit must have cut out.
Did it cut off? as Pat's getting his headphones situated. I didn't want to put the Raiders in there yet, Juice. They had a really big win. They're like at 12 for me right now. But they do get the win next week. They might make it into my power rankings. Jayla Frey also says, what do you think about the Nebraska quarterback mimicking every aspect of Mahomes, including the warm-up movements is a little crazy, y'all. Like, it's time to maybe have an identity crisis meeting for the Nebraska quarterback. If you out here doing warm-ups like Pat Mahomes with the whole jumping with the knees and shit, that's just crazy. But it's a little weird. I will say that. It's a little weird. But yes, for sure. I wait for my boy to pick his mic back up. They get muted, bro. Wait for him. With y'all, put some of your power rankings in the chat, your top 5 maybe. Do you even have the Niners still within your top 5? Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you on my headphones, but I can hear you through my computer.
We can still hear you through the regular headphones or through the speakers. Freezing up.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
My bad. All right. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So yep, that's pretty much our power rankings for this week. Also, too, I forgot to say before we switch over and end the show soon, the Niners are now 3rd in the NFC West as of right now with the bitch-ass Seattle Seahawks, who I refuse to put on my top 10 list. I have them at number 11. But if they do win next week, I might have to go ahead and throw them in there. Are the Cardinals better than us right now, bro?
Hell no. Can you hear me?
I get you now. I think you froze up a little bit, though. Can you hear me? Are you back? Yep. Okay, I got you. Cardinals
I can hear you. Nah. They had a good first 2 weeks, though. I will give them their credit. They're looking solid, but better than us? Hell no. I don't think Seattle better than us, and they 2-0, so fuck them.
Seattle got some sketch. That's the only reason why I didn't put Seattle up there, because they got some sketch wins. They beat the Broncos and whoever the fuck they beat this weekend. I was like, come on, what are we doing, bro?
Patriots on a buzzer beater.
Yeah, I will wait to see what Seattle does. But the Cardinals was my man Big Cat from PFT. He said they're frisky, but they're fun. You know what I'm saying? They are here. You know
right.
Jennifer said the Niners would be right at 5 in his power rankings for sure. Facts. Rocking the air. Pass turn to freeze. Yeah, from last week. My shit was tripping. Also too, what did you think about the Nebraska quarterback mimicking every aspect of Pat Mahomes, including the warm-up movements?
I mean, I think it's a little bit weird, but also I still consider college kids. So
yeah, that's true.
I kind of give him a pass as far as like, I'm sure he look up to Mahomes and all that shit. But you're getting a little bit older, bro. You're gonna have to start doing your own thing. But you can't bring that to the league if you make it to the league. Like once you get to the league, you gotta switch it up.
Be in the NFL doing the same shit as this thing. No, that would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying, Stan. No, you can keep the same number. And I'm not gonna knock you for that. That's you feel me? Like that's you. We all. I ain't gonna say we all, but a lot of times you grow up, you choose a number based off of somebody look up to playing or whatever. So Burrow, I ain't gonna hold that against. Yeah.
Joe Burrow got the Drew Brees.
Right. So but kind of got to switch it up a little bit, bro. You got the same haircut, same everything. It's a bit much, brother.
It's a bit much. Oh. We didn't get a chance to even shout out my boy Archie Manning, you know what I'm saying? Hitting 20 miles per hour on them niggas, running with the knock knees, or he like pigeon toed or some shit, man. That boy was moving, boy. Oh, he hit the juke on the niggas. Bruh. Archie Manning, bruh. He gonna be the truth?
For sure.
Yeah.
I never really understood why he went to Texas, but I guess he really wanted to learn under Sark because he could be starting anywhere in the country. And I remember when he first committed, a lot of people was like, he'll be starting. Don't worry. I'm like, bro.
I thought he was. I didn't know Quinn Ewers was like that.
Bro, but I told motherfuckers that from the jump. Like, nah, bro. He's not starting for at least 2 years, bro. If he stays, but that's why I thought he should have went to Alabama. But maybe he knew something we didn't. So
yeah, no, I like how they have it right now, and then he'll come in next year, probably do a one and done, do his thing, and then probably just get to the league or whatever. But yeah, no, that boy was gone on them niggas. Jalen Frey says, what if Nebraska quarterback gets him a snow bunny like Mahomes? I'm sure he already has one, to be honest.
Listen, man, he goes to the University of Nebraska, my brother.
You're right. It ain't too much out there but that. You know what I'm saying? Juice says Nebraska quarterback, eggplant. Yeah. The stretching is a bit much. Like that's you got to get your own warm-up routine, my boy.
Like I said, he's still 19, 20 years old, so I'm still considering him a kid. So, but you do have to start transitioning out of that idolization of other adults.
You are an adult now.
Yeah.
Rocket the Air top 5 power rankings: Niners at 5, Vikings at 4, Saints at 3, Texans at 2, Chiefs at 1. Solid 5.
Respect that.
I hope them niggas lose every game after this, bro. That shit was crazy, but I respect it. That boy JJ got hurt too, so we'll see what happens. But all right, last topic of the night before we get up out of here. NBA, the playoffs are going to be starting soon. The Aces are playing right now as we are on the podcast. Rocking the Air says ready to tank for Archie. Yes, but that would be long. That would be two seasons in trash. For the playoffs, what are you looking forward to? I know Angel Reese is hurt. The Bayou Barbie out for the season. Caitlin still been hooping though. Indiana, are they still in there right now to get to the playoffs?
They already clinched, so they're probably going to stay at the 6th seed more than likely. I'm pretty sure.
The Liberty still the favorites.
They are the number 1 seed, so yeah.
They are the number 1 seed. Now the Aces, you ain't got the Aces, you know what I'm saying? As a defending champs.
3-peats are definitely hard. I mean, true. They have what it takes. They got their full roster back, so they're definitely a legit contender. But I don't know. It might be Liberty's year.
Yeah, Brandon Stewart is cold, bro. She cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Sabrina Arias and Anascu. I always forget how to say her name, but she's from the Bay, man.
Yeah, she should definitely go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get that ring. Bring it all home. So we will definitely be tapped in for the women's playoffs. Juice also says the Nebraska quarterback can't be identical. It's just weird. He can be your favorite player, but he got the warm ups. Throws like him, runs like him. Only thing that's different is his girl looks a little bit better. Yeah, cool. So, want to make sure that everyone, thank y'all for coming out as always, supporting the gang. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on your damn notifications so you know when your boys go live. Make sure that y'all share and like this episode right here. We will be back on Friday for sure. But before then, my boy Pat is going to be on another podcast, 49ers Minded. Shout out Bachelor, you know what I'm saying, on Thursday night. So we will
tomorrow.
Make sure. Tomorrow. Okay, go ahead.
We switched it.
Last words. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we switched that to tomorrow. I did say Thursday at first, so that's my bad. But yeah, shout out to 49ers Minded, chopping it up with him. So if y'all can tap in, I'm going to try to post it on our socials and all that good stuff too, so y'all know where to find it easier. But I think tomorrow at 8 p.m. I think it's 8 p.m. So whatever, don't quote me on that. But yeah, again, appreciate y'all always coming through, kicking it with your partners. You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere in the world, but y'all choose to come and kick it with us. So thank you again, much love. Yeah, shout out to the fam, all y'all. Soil. Yeah.
Jennifer, we will definitely talk about this probably on Friday, the new Warriors jerseys. But y'all have a good